Hello. I was gonna say don't say anything sus. Stream can hear you, but you're deaf and muted, so. Can you say something so I can triple check volume?
Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry.
Cool. I think that's perfect.
Cool. Just jumping online.
Perfect. Yeah, we will just, if you're here in the stream, we're going to be getting started in about 3 minutes here. Both teams are getting some warm-ups going on. I believe Erebus will be streaming their perspective. Xe, I think, doesn't want to stream this week, which is his prerogative. It is his life, you know? He is an independent individual, not a puppet that we can control. But we'll see if we can get somebody else in their team to stream.
Cool. Are you making the lobby private?
Yes. I am. It's really cool that this game is blown up with the mod, but it also means that we have a penumbra of Wi-Fi players on the moon, and they really like joining lobbies.
That is a blessing and a curse. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I should be able to join this way. Ooh.
XC, check it out. I leveled up the production. There's a seagull who flies across the screen every once in a while. This is the peak of streaming. I cannot think of anything that is better than this for streaming, you know? Like, the pinnacle of production, right? A seagull occasionally. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and get started here as people trickle into the lobby. Welcome to Rainbow School for Gifted Mashers. I am Rainbows, and I am regretting branding an event after myself. I joined on the mic. Joining me on the mic is UK's finest, C4. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I think Jonesy's going to take offense to that intro, but...
That's a good point. Oh my god.
No, clips. No, take your backsies. Unfortunate.
UK's second finest, C4. Second only to the great, Luke Jones. We got our teams filtering into the lobby. So if you're new here, this is the School for Gifted Mashers. This is a month-long team event. We are doing a complicated round robin with a format that I am referring to as Pokemon Stocks. So you can see over here, we've got a list of players, and this is the order that they're playing in. Right now we got Heathnoff pretending to be Ninja Link this week. And we're going to be playing through. Each player comes up. They've got a certain number of stocks. Our newer players have 3. Our more established players have 2. And when you run out of stocks, which you lose by losing games, your team has to put in the next player. And the team with the last player standing wins. Do you have any questions, C4?
No.
Perfect.
I understand fully and completely. Actually, no, I lied. I have a question.
Okay.
How do I mute people in the lobby?
You hit X or whatever on your stick. Or Y? It's one of the stick buttons. You can't be in the thing. Yeah, you have to back out and then you boop, 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 and then pop back in. You know, was Erebus saying something sus?
No comment.
Was it me?
I'm not a snitch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I heard someone talk that wasn't you, and I automatically thought this cannot be good.
Yeah.
I must not listen.
The other thing you can do, if you want to drop all the way back to the menu, is you can turn the volume for in-game voice chat all the way down to 0.
I should do that. But I'm here now. I press X and it's not muting. Let me try a different button.
Yeah.
Square. Okay.
No, again, the mod, the balance stuff gave the game just a little bit of life and made a couple of situations a little bit more balanced and a little bit more fun to play in. And the graphics have given the game a fresh new coat of paint, but the internals are still the same. So we got all the same weird 2017 always on voice chat and weird netcode issues, which is unfortunate.
Could be worse.
It could be. We could be playing. I was going to say we could be playing Dragon Ball, but.
Oh, you can say that if you want. You can definitely say that if you want.
Yeah,
that is a
valid statement.
That game doesn't love me anymore, so
yeah,
we moved on. I was commentating Street Fighter before this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How was that then? I got really into Street Fighter 6 when it launched, and then I kind of stopped, and I've been very out of it.
It depends if you like the cast being Sigma.
So
Everyone just has tackle.
That's well, I mean, Drive Rush is kind of yeah. Drive Rush is definitely very interesting. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let these folks know that XC would like to be in the game. I will invite him. Give me 1 second. He apparently is not woke to. Like he can just join. I think. Well, maybe I don't know. I might be less visible than I think I am.
Yeah,
in any case,
I couldn't find you through public. I had to friends list search you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really like about modern connectivity is that you're connected to everybody all the time, and one of the things that I really dislike is that you're connected to everybody all the time. And sometimes I just want to fire up a game on my lunch break without people knowing, you know?
Oh yeah, I did it so long ago. I don't know how to undo it, but I am always offline on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
And it's like, it's never anything like weird. It's just like you're just doing a rift in Diablo or whatever, and you just don't want people knowing that. Or, yeah, because it's always the one guy who's like, hey, I need 4 SOJs. Please give me 4 SOJs. And you're like, what? We're on Diablo, first of all.
Oh, true. The one guy for me, actually no, the one guy for everyone in the UK was Goki. That's why we're all offline on Steam.
Oh my gosh, just the one.
Yeah.
Can't do it. So we got a last-minute substitution. Ninja Link, who is one of the people that I'm most excited to see play, unfortunately is experiencing some technical difficulties on his end, and we're subbing Heath, who is a member of one of the other teams, to just play in his stead, just so that we can keep the event going and get some things on the board. So Heath is temporarily on Team Optimal, Team Tequa, Erebus, Ninja Link, or I guess in this case Heath, and Cloud 805. Whereas Creamy Bacon is the representative from TNXC. We're good whenever. I am trying to see which channels I should be telling people that in. And we'll get started whenever.
You pay me this commentary block, Rainbows?
Yes, you will get paid exactly as much as the team that takes last place.
I like the incentive.
Yeah.
So I know where my commentary level will be at. Cool.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. Woohoo.
Legitimately, that's like, I as a person who has been, of course I've got the names backwards. As a person who's been watching events in the scene for a long time, the more professional the commentary is, the less I like it, honestly. Like I want the most wild takes, as long as they're accurate, right? As long as they're grounded, as long as they're saying stuff that's real. So like, you know, if you're like, oh, he's playing a strong team now, get that out of here. Heath is playing the most bullshit team in the game. Yes, good commentary, amazing. Which he is.
Yeah, that doesn't pay the bills, unfortunately. Exactly. But yeah, I agree with you. I like house commentary.
Because you're watching the event to have fun, right? You're not watching the event to you know, crickets and golf claps. This isn't Tiger Woods. This is Marvel. Very People got to get hit. Creamy is playing really good neutral right now. Of course, as I said, just the weirdest interaction into. Oh my gosh, the raw launch! Yeah, I thought I dropped.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And a little bit of weirdness here. Heath is, I was going to say, he's got to try to figure out how to get Dante off the screen. XC screaming at him. Heath, of course, not the member of Team XC, so he's safe. What?
What you said was so factual, it just made me giggle.
I mean, this is the event where, you know, you get shouted at by XC. That's 4 people in the event have the privilege of having that happen. If you're not aware, XC is a gentleman who is loud with how he expresses his opinions. His opinions are actually like relatively tame most of the time. But yeah, I'm stuttering right now.
But he would be right. He would be right to get that character off screen. I think that's something a lot of people just overlook.
Yeah.
It's like everyone plays with Soulstone in mind. It's like, no, you don't have Soulstone.
Right.
If that character goes, they're gone.
Creamy is playing very smart, and Heath is playing very broken. And right now, Creamy is slightly winning, but it's a question of whether or not he can finish this. And remember that he's got a box coming in as soon as he gets hit, right? So, or no, he's saving for a lockout, and that's a birthday. He could, oh my, throw shit. If he just level 3'd there, if I was watching scaling right, that would have been an infinite, but nope. For those of you who are not aware, Dorm is bullshit, and his level 3 restands the assist if you do it right.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
If you kill the point while you're resetting the assist into a level 3, they just stand up.
Wow.
It is, yeah. He needs it. He needs it.
Oh, TP. Oh,
did you went through both?
TP?
Pick up the combo? Yep. And you've got Soul. So Creamy Bacon gets the kill here. Straight into the revive. Not able to create a sandwich, but I mean, Dorm is good, but he's not this good.
I mean, he's weathering the storm. Well, I guess you can't kill Chaotic Flame because cap.
Right. He's got easy hyper. He's got everything he needs, and we got into the box here, but I mean, cap and box that was so smart, but also just a little bit wrong.
Whoa, you are so close to cap. Yeah. Doesn't die for it. Chaotic Flame? Oh.
That gets
wait, the Iron Man super still comes out, right?
Well, Iron Man get hit, and he's standing. See how he's standing right there while getting hit?
Oh. That is unfortunate.
Oh, and I was going to say, that could have been chip, but he just goes straight into the repulsor. Heathnoff with 2 stocks remaining. Again, Heathnoff is nominally and normally on one of the other teams for the event, but we're just keeping things going and keeping the Marvel flowing.
And he's picking the most Marvel team.
He is. This is... I mean, neither of these characters are in the movies anymore, right? Right.
Technically, they're both dead, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a new Captain America, and Iron Man's coming back as Doom. So you're right and wrong.
I am too confused. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Cap just coming and being belligerent. That looked like a hard to blockable attempt, but he's going to get himself birthdayed. And if he has these, this should be a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he drops the assist. Yeah. I'm not sure what I think of that meter spin, but he's got soul, so you know. One of the things.
For a tap. Oh, yeah, shield combo. I think I agree tagging there. It's risky though.
Oh yeah, he's got. You got to keep in mind that space means that you have to have both characters alive, right?
Yeah.
Because once you lose one, there is accountability, and the punish. Creamy could have done stuff. Heath just swagging out, trying to be as fancy as possible. This game gives you a tremendous amount of freedom in what you do with your combos, which means that a lot of people just choose to do super basic stuff. If you've seen like Erebus play, for example, for years. He was just doing basic series into Power Stone, and it works out pretty good. But it also means that you've got a lot of self-expression to do fancy stuff, right?
Shame you don't get points for swag.
You should. Next UK event.
You gonna add that?
If I run like a real tournament, I legitimately think that it would be cool to have, you know, first place gets whatever first place gets, second place gets whatever second place gets, and then instead of third place, you just get coolest combo. You know?
I'm not mad at that, actually. Yeah. No one cares about bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah. MVP. Wow, just ran forwards, but in the corner, I can't do that.
Well, it's Cap. Cap has so many reversals and bust outs and counters that he breaks neutral, right? Because you're scared of Cap just randomly doing DP. So you can just run up and do whatever. And then his buttons are ignorant too, you know? People complain about Dante buttons and Cap has Jump Fierce, right? Where's the justice in the world?
In America, apparently.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
I was gonna say that's gonna get him, but instead, yo, he would have been fine anyway, right? Because he just landed straight in the spell.
TP?
It doesn't need to.
Cat
doesn't need to.
Does not care. Yeah.
It's the one of the things that I've been learning watching Mike play is that Mike DP is just enough to make you respect it, and then he takes advantage of you respecting DP, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, couldn't reach. Has to block. Never mind. Doesn't have to block. He fights back after the Dane mix.
And then Tag catches the punish. You got to remember that Tag is still incredibly fast full screen, so it is one of the better whiff punish options. And if you're just a little bit sloppy and the person is mashing Tag, then you'll just get hit.
Wow. Dane kind of got hoed there.
Do you not approve? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
With a 118 hit combo, yes. I just think that was the most bootleg mix-up because Cap obviously crossed under, and then he got hit by Proton Cannon. Yeah, I'm a fan. I mean, like I said, I'm learning Cap, so
yeah. No,
I'm stealing all this.
He's a sick character. One of the things that I keep saying about this game is that more than any other game, there's just constant weird situations. The active tag system allows for a lot of just completely broken, you know, one-player interactions where you're just stuck in blocks and Sigma's doing tackly stuff, but it also means that you get weird hits where you're allowed as a player to show your knowledge of the game system and to show your self-expression.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is obviously something that I think a lot of people ask for in their game, and then when it's in a game, they don't want to play it. Well,
it's also the... I don't know, at the risk of me being too poetic when there's people playing a sick match on the screen, the bones of this game have a lot of flaws. And by bones, I mean netcode.
Right.
So it's like, if there's a super complicated situation going on and you can't tell what's going on because of rollback, it's so bad. Great conversion.
Yeah. Yeah, off the stand light, not bad. Yeah, that route seems weird just because of jump HK from Cap hitting quite low angled-wise. I'm not sure if you could do like heavy punch into heavy kick.
Yeah,
like, heavy kick's kind of floaty. Heavy punch kind of floats you up. It doesn't like knock you downwards.
Correct. And it's pretty slow too. I agree that route seems a little bit whack. He gets the jab, but he's not looking for a follow-up, and Heafnov just able to tag back in and gets a whole bunch. Now remember that Creamy, of course, has soul, so it's not quite as bad for him to be in this situation, and he also has all of the bust-outs with Cap in a moment. Nope. Choosing just to let Iron Man die. Probably the right decision.
Didn't go for the tag scramble situation after seeing Dawn come in, but like I said, makes sense. When you've got soul, you don't have to take risks.
Right, and you've got a full health character, so you're at less risk of being birthdayed and randomly killed.
Well, this is the biggest risk that I hear Stealth talk about all the time. Doing Storm and not level 3 instantly can be a death sentence.
It can. Looks like he's
going
to
when people do super on hit.
Not able to cash out, unfortunately, but still. I was going to say that's the best ending of a bad situation, but it looks like Creamy's just right back in the blender.
All right. At least Bacon got some bar at Heath, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, still got box, still got 2 bars.
One of the really consistent themes is that of this game anyway is that Bacon has been getting individual hits that have interrupted Heath's pressure, and Heath is just
Yeah, super consistent. Tough team to go against. It just seems like Heath has always got bar to counter switch.
Yes.
I don't know how. Maybe it's the team comp. Just both characters are just crazy batteries. But yeah, he's always got 2 bars to counter switch, and he always builds a bar in a combo to end with super.
Yeah, well, it's you build a lot of bar when you're always winning neutral, right? And Bacon was getting his wins in neutral, but he wasn't able to convert off of it, and Heath was, again, just ready, right? I don't know how much of this is what, but you got to remember that Heath is a big Marvel 3 player, right? He's got all the experience that he needs in all these weird situations, and his brain is primed. He's got those predator instincts, right? He sees a little bit of weirdness, he's already out there with the stinger or the jab or whatever he needs.
100%.
I remember
2 bars in a moment, backs away, just falling into all the flames. Bacon gets Cap in. Iron Man's in the back. Oh, never mind. Oh, I can hear him. Can you hear him?
Yeah. I know. I can hear him. I've got the in-game voice. Why is he saying something funny?
No, in your mind. I can hear the. Why did you tag Iron Man in?
XC, yeah. I mean, this is fine. Get both. Oh no, Dante drops out, which means he can counter switch and a little bit too slow. I think if he had tagged in Cap there, because they're threatening DP, you potentially don't have to soul here, but Iron Man's still no health, so I don't know. Everything is a wash with soul. Sick counter. Gets both.
Very clutch. Can you keep 2 in? No,
he jump roundhoused. That's just the rule of thumb. If you're watching somebody do a birthday and they do a jump roundhouse, they almost always drop the assist. Unless it's deliberate, you know?
Is that the case when you're in Power Storm?
I believe so, yeah. I have no idea, is the actual answer. I know it. Oh my god. That teleport. He just teleported and hit a button, right? Right on Cap. He didn't care. Yeah, he has to be so careful of Cap, but he's doing it. He's out of there. Jump fierce, not quite needs to be.
Oh, DT. Air to air. It's not a bad situation. Again, bringing in the low health character, and then yeah, especially when Hef has got the 2 bars. I think bringing in it's kind of risky, as you can see there.
Spaz, Heath has been, this entire time he's playing the game, he's been thinking about who he wants to run, and Spencer was just the character that he was playing because he kind of wanted to, and not because he had put a lot of thought into it. So he's been putting some work into Dorm for the event, and it's working out. Dorm is a good choice. You cannot go wrong with Dorm.
Yeah, if you've got the execution and the wherefore. Oh, I thought he was going to go for something fancy with the forward heavy kick.
He keeps doing the really high shield. Oh my god. That's what you got to steal. You're learning Cap, just do that. Just the, is this going to drop? Oh, thank god.
I also thought a drop could be inbound. Ooh, blocks on the cross up. Back to the corner inbox.
A little bit too ready with that counter, but the DP is good. And now Dante's the one who's, oh my gosh. The stare down.
The stare down. Oh, you blocked that, right?
What? That was a counter hit. He hit a button on the ground. He recovered from the jump fierce and he hit a button on the ground.
Not like this.
He's got this. He's got this. And he got revive. All he has to. Oh my gosh! Why weren't you blocking? It's okay.
Is it? Is it Rainbows? Is it okay? Oh
no! It is okay because Dante's hella dead. Look at that. Look at that.
The stray
one stock
shield
remaining
slash.
from each. Yeah. No, again they say Dante's the ignorant character, but look at this. America. We don't care. We got nukes.
If you think about it, if you really think about it, Cap is like one of the only characters in fighting game history that has a fireball that can hit from full screen that he can confirm off solo.
Yeah, I mean that's not close to true. You play a lot of games where people have that.
Not without having to spend resources or assists. Cap literally does fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit you. I get it confirmed. That is pretty rare.
It's kind of rare. I think both of us play a lot of games where characters can get that, but I don't want to get too far into it.
I'm going to make a list. Wait, hold on. Google Doc. Let's go. Great
start by Heath, by the way. And he gets the overhead. Creamy. You can tell that Creamy Bacon is more of a general fighting game player than an MVCI player, which is sick. With the buttons that he uses to challenge sometimes, you know? As an MVCI player, you're just going to the most broken, biggest thing. You don't really care about mix potential. And you see people who come from other fighting games and they do things like 2L. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was saying this last week about you can tell an infinite player to any other player, because infinite players will like counter poke or challenge with crash tag.
Yeah. You just sort of are in a weird situation, then you just tag. Which, to your point about tagging in a low health, right? It's just such a weird dichotomy that you gotta, most of the time, you make yourself safe and you extend pressure and you whiff punish and you do everything with tag crash, and then all of a sudden that tool's gone because you're trying to preserve a little bit of life in the character. And the decision between a successful whiff punish because you tag in a low health character and you get a combo versus not wanting to take the risk can be very difficult, right?
Well, 100%, especially when I think with Bacon's team, it's always a case of, I could super to buy me enough time to tag out, but then I have to do another string to make it so the super character can get out.
Right. Great tag crash, by the way. Just immediately into catching Heath on the ground with a jab there.
That's the difference. Oh, we got these all almost.
And then Bacon coming in, getting a combo. We'll see. He didn't need to tag there. He was plus as fuck. But it does not matter. He gets the combo anyway. He's sitting on so many resources. This is 2 mistakes or 1 kill if he gets a hit here. And he got the hit. There's no way Dante should live through this.
Yeah, nowhere near 2 bars. Oh, I thought the combo was scuffed, and it wasn't.
Nah, and he's electing to spend everything to kill. Probably a little bit overkill, but like dying with meter is worse than spending too much bar, right?
100%. 100%. Still got soul as well, so you know, got an emergency level 3 if need be.
Gets the hit, but that's such a weird situation to confirm off of. You might have been able to soul tag, I think. I don't know. You're the cat player.
The week?
Yeah.
Week 0? I haven't played online yet.
Yeah.
I'm still learning B&Bs. It's like the most awkward character to learn B&Bs with.
He is, and his pressure is really weird too. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Bacon with slightly fancy combos. You don't necessarily see OG do those, but also, he doesn't care. Straight into it.
I'm surprised he didn't let the cannon. Oh, well, yeah. After the repulsor, I was surprised he didn't do it.
Iron Man apparently the only character in the game with a beam hitbox that's not behind him.
Yeah, it feels bad. With all that tech, couldn't keep up.
I'm playing just a little
People
bit
popped.
Instant soul. And he was in a not necessarily a sandwich, but the character's a little bit desynced. Oh my gosh, gets both.
Oh no, not like this. Do you see? This is the situation where I'm like, can you think of a way where he could just do something level 3, and then make the level 3 safe, just to get the character off the screen? No.
I with this team, I wouldn't bother. I would just play because you got to keep in mind that as long as your characters have horizontal separation, then it's really hard for Dorm to combo both effectively. And if one character falls out, you just get to play, right?
Right.
So that's probably it's up to you to try to create a sandwich. And you've got cartwheel, you've got charging stars to move one character but not the other. You've got repulsor. One character has fly, one character has an air dash. So you should be able to set up the separation. Of course, as I say that, Heath drops the combo, but he's looking really dominant. Bacon with a slight life lead, and we might be going out of time here. But Dorm is the spookier character, I think.
I'm not mad at the attempt.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, try dash fish hook is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
It's just weird, especially because I think Creamy does it the most. Like, it's very counter heavy. Instead of just DP, they're counter heavy, and mathematically, one might be better than the other.
Right.
But I think practically, they're both like, well, if I'm wrong, I lose my character, right? But yeah, mathematically, one might have less recovery than the other, but I couldn't tell you which one.
No, it's a weird, complicated situation. All right. So we got Noetic popping in here in a second. Let me make sure that we can get them in the lobby. All right, they've been sent the Steam invite. Oh. I think we lost a C4 on the Discord, but that's okay. I'll probably be back in a minute. Welcome back. Yeah, well, that was a really good showing by both players. Heath showing okay. Let me get... sorry, doing a little bit of finagling.
Oh, Max is streaming.
Yeah.
Am I fully max? What a crime. What a crime. No.
Oh, here we go. We got it. Now the real question is, am I friends with Max? Oh, cool. Perfect. Amazing.
Right, we're in there.
We are in there.
Another
No, Heath was playing really smart. His Dorm is looking a lot like it's coming along. His Spencer was the cleanest thing ever because he came from the Marvel 3 and he's got all the neutral ideas worked out. And Dorm is a very complicated situation. You know, I just immediately with the overhead though and gets her leveled up.
Yep, the knowledge has been checked. A classic, put you in block stun, overhead with, Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Even on block, sometimes you just go for let the demon out and try and tag back in.
Absolutely. And you gotta, even though silver heads in this game, grounded overheads, tend to be a little bit slower than some of their aerial counterparts, there's no really big tell, right? Because you don't jump. So it's like,
yep.
Are you just stand blocking every time the other person's standing, or? I find them much harder to react to. Noetic recently made the switch to Soul, and he's been taking advantage of the fact that he can revive a character rather than the fact that he has enough bar to threaten supers, because his team has some of the more screen-controlling, game-defining supers in the game, so he was getting a lot of mileage out of Mind.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the stone change. I'm no Noetic to pick Mind. Soul, I think, enables his gameplay a little bit more, where he can save bar, but not be less ignorant. Right,
it's interesting. At some point, I would love to have a conversation with him about it, because I think that there's definitely merits to both sides, and I think that it's one of those things where, I don't want to put this. Some of the reasons that he have been given for switching are reasons, or are things that he could have fixed without switching, if that makes sense. The 2 supers just straight into it, and then he's got a level 3, not able to convert, unfortunately. And Keith gets the grab. That was great presence of mind. Would you have grabbed there?
For the confirm. What is happening?
Yeah, I mean that's this game, right? He's supering the wrong way, Cap swinging the wrong way, but just charging stars into a projectile. You don't see that every day. And then he forced to box to keep himself safe, but still not able to punish. Cap is that good. Noetic's blocks are really good, so Heath probably wants to do some sort of left-right malarkey or a throw. That works too. Cap just barely alive though, and Heath going for chip.
TP?
Yep. I mean, he's probably dead. Yeah. I was a good try. You can't fault the attempt.
I mean, it was die fighting or just collapsing your feet. If he didn't go for the DP, he was like, well, I'm gonna die regardless.
So we've seen 2 players from the team that XC won't allow me to call the team captain by XC, not to be confused by Team XC, playing similar characters, and it's interesting to see how different their approach is.
Yes,
because they're in the same channel, right? They're getting the same advice. They're the same people talking to them, and they're doing completely different things.
I think Noetic's a little bit more, like, I would say infinite savvy in terms of like tagging, mindfulness of characters that are low, but then obviously because they're playing Soul, that isn't as much of a big deal. When they were playing Mind, you could tell like they were scheming to try and survive for as long as possible, whilst being as reckless as possible.
There's a little bit of weirdness during that combo. We'll see if anybody says anything about anything. Heath with so many mixes, and the Noetic Cap hit, but it doesn't matter because of the true charge slash.
Yeah, surprised they didn't go for like a cartwheel just to get on the other side of Dante, but now both characters caught in a new combo that I've never seen before.
Correct. No, that was just the super basic Dante stuff into probably just a brain flub, but he had the presence of mind to keep a situation that was good for him still, One of the weird things about birthdays in this game is that if you screw up a birthday, you've given your opponent full resources, right? So it is the worst, the absolute worst thing to be in. So if you screw up and you can get back to neutral, that's better than the alternative.
Ooh, this is very good for Noetic. No bar to counter switch. Got 4 of their own.
Yeah, and he's got soul, so he can dump as many resources as he needs, right? At the very least, he's going to be in demon mode. Monster Hunter in demon mode, even in a box, is super spooky. Heath is...
Yeah, and I mean...
Go ahead.
I was about to say, he needs to get Dorm out. And then I looked at Dante, so I was like, nah, it's not much better, to be fair.
Yeah, and you got to remember that Dante just does not have a lot of health to begin with, right? So even if it looks slightly better.
Oh, yo, Cap. Oh, we need to super as soon as possible? Yeah, couldn't get down to the ground in time. Never mind, we wanted to...
The reset? Dorm got reset there. And just Demon Dance, yep. Tag, backdash, Charging Stars. Bam.
Yeah.
All right.
A swift change of events mid-match happens a lot. You never really have true control of the game. If you've got two caddies under half health, you can easily lose.
All right, just popping into the scoreboard here. So, Cloud, Team Optimal, Cloud, Erebus, Tequa, and formerly Ninja Link, currently Heathnoth as a ringer, are up 1 stock here. We've got Noetic with 2 stocks remaining, and then we have Max and XC still on that side. All right, let me make sure we get Cloud in the lobby. All right, and the invite has been set. Yeah, it's interesting the way this shakes out. We've got often the people later in the order are the first people in the lobby, and unfortunately we got a finite number of slots to work with here, which can make this.
Who knew that would ever need more than 8 slots?
Yeah, well, it's legitimately if me and my ISP got along slightly better, and I could just Discord stream to you, that would be -1 slot, right?
Yeah, true.
And then we could theoretically have a way for me to open that Discord stream up to Max and Erebus, so they didn't need to be in the lobby at the beginning, right? But that's just mad complicated. Or we can stream somebody's stream, but that's, again, mad complicated, and it's super good for all the teams to be on a voice call. By the way, if you're not watching Max and Erebus stream their team's perspective, you get to see all of the secret team commentary and hear all of the XC shouts.
Even on Erebus' stream.
No. But you can watch Erebus' stream with XC stream unmuted in the background, and you can just be aware of this stream existing, you know? I'm just exposing you to new professional experiences, right? It's not very often that you get asked to be on commentary for somebody who plugs other people's streams to the event while it's going on, right?
It's a very new experience. I like it.
Yeah.
Should happen more often.
It should. Legitimately, I think that fighting game events should be for the players first, and then they should be for everybody second, right? And if there's anything you can do to make it more accessible, to make it more enjoyable, then I think you should do that. And sometimes that means allowing other people to stream.
Oh, yeah, no. I 100% agree.
Cloud has been playing super sick neutral. Noetic got off to a really good start, and then it's just been all Cloud ever since then. And he's going for just some super simple Oki. Now, Noetic's team has, I was going to say he's got a lot of bust outs, but he just gets clipped by the hard to blockable into the counter tag, and he gets full neutral back. The challenge!
Wow.
Noetic
got the really awkward floaty cap neutral, where it's just like, I don't really want to strike him, even though I know he's above my head. The double jump really helps with his like massive jump H.
Yeah, Noetic's challenges have been very confident and very accurate for the last couple of things, and he's actually in demon mode. Yo, he doesn't care. Look at that. Dash right through. Monster Hunter, if you're not aware, when she's glowing red like that, she's got an invincible dash that is a special that she can just do, and it can cross through. So it's a mix-up, it's a reversal, it's everything. What more do you need?
The Charging Star, which Noetic has. Oh, wait, you can get punished here, right?
No.
Never mind, that is plus on whiff. What a great move.
There's a reason why you're playing Cap, right?
Yes, I understand.
Oh my gosh. Luckily, Dante is also broken. Yeah, push blocks him off and then blocks the overhead. I can't really fault Cloud for not challenging there, but I would have been tempted to try to just stinger in Monster Hunter's face. Yo, the tackle coming in. And we got the conversions here.
Yeah, that was nice. Got to prefer the OTG as well in airborne. Got level... Oh, you have to set play.
The low. Yeah, that looks super confusing. Now, Noetic has a revive, but we got 0, and 0 can do 0 things. And by 0 things, we mean that, of course.
Oh, no, you jumped. Oh, actually, no, that makes sense. He's got a cap. Yeah, yeah, fair. Yeah, you can't stay there.
And then Cap's behind him. Gets hit.
Yeah,
So,
Cap did cartwheel on wake up.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta do it. And then this should be a dead zero. No!
Oh,
Get out? Or that works too? Cloud just trying to get as much as he can out of this character before Dante comes in. And as much as he can is a dead Cap and a live zero.
what? Point blank acid rain gets sniped.
Oh,
he got.
Honestly, I don't mind the decision. The issue is just that Dante got hit, or Zero got hit rather. Because if he had blocked the Zero, then Acid Rain gets the trade. But unfortunately, just a little bit too confident. And
I think he only got to that situation. Well, I think Noetic thought that he had Cap level 3 with Storm. That's why that combo dropped. I think he wanted to do the level 3, but didn't know which character was on point.
yeah.
Giving Cloud an opportunity to bring it back, but alas.
No, this game is so brutal in terms of the size of the opening that you need to just immediately close the game out, you know? I don't know if it's that much worse than other fighting games in that respect, but it feels so hard, right? You screw one thing up, and then the opponent gets a birthday or just something into Oki, and then it feels like it's never your turn after the one screw up, which, I mean, it's fighting games, right?
Yeah, I think the part that I get to, it might be just a view I have because of Hawkeye, but I think people overestimate the power of having 2 characters.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, it's 2v1, I can't lose. It's not, you can definitely lose if you misplay. It's just harder for the solo character to get hit, but the win condition is the same. You get hit, if you've not got 2 bars to counter switch, you could just lose.
Right.
Regardless of how many characters you've got.
Right. And having a character in reserve doesn't make Oki easier to block, right?
Yeah. Mix is mix.
Mix is mix. Look at how mobile
Found.
Cloud is being.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
He is a gamer.
A professional gamer.
A great throw from Noetic. One of the other things. Oh my gosh, I'm really surprised that worked. Yeah, he just caught a gap.
Is that because you don't go straight into, is it reverb, the first bit? Before he goes into jam session?
Yeah, it's reverb track jam session, but I think that was just a lucky gap. I think that was just like a matter of pixels and exact frames. Yo.
Right, yeah, mix.
I think Cloud's just content to lose the character. You got Zero coming in. You got the good level 3 first.
Uh-oh. Holding forward on incoming, getting that space away from the corner, makes sense. Yeah, leave my mans. Get off Dante. Oh yes.
And he gets the conversion. It's not a lot of damage, but he gets something, and then you got a live Dante. You got Zero out here being a Zero.
Oof. I think that's a block.
Zero is so mobile when he's in the hands of a competent pilot.
Oh, the body block from Monster Hunter. I would say saving Cap's life, because I think Cap would have died if Zero got the confirm there.
And, man, I don't know if you can confirm off that. One of the things that Noetic's team is really good at doing is you can just do DP into arrows and you get the conversion, but Cloud, ready for the back turn situation Cap, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to do fancy mix-ups, and then probably just a super attack, yep.
Yeah, I'm super jealous. I tried doing a Cap DP into Hawkeye up arrows. It don't work.
Well, you can just do Gimlet at some height, right?
Yeah, I just wanted a free way to do it, like Monster Hunter does. But I'm asking too much. Gimlet's fine.
Talk to Mike. Like, honestly, if you haven't talked to Mike, he's the he responds. Big damage on Zero here. This will have to be a solo comeback. Dante definitely can do it. And Noetic doesn't have a counter switch, which is really the thing that makes these impossible, right? But of course he gets the hit.
Yeah, up arrows, Monster Hunter, kind of a weird acid rain in the angle, but when it does hit, you can't not get a confirm off of it. It's like so easy.
Right. No, you got to be just constantly on top of Monster Hunter players, which is scary because she's got the armor, she's got the dashes, she's got the bust outs. But if you let her get off arrows, then she wins neutral. Cloud with a round start challenge? We gaming.
Against Cap as well.
Yeah.
That is brave, for sure. But he who dares wins.
Or he who wins wins, you know?
That is also correct. Oh, DP into arrows, like you said. Ooh, risky tag.
On the contrary, I think if he had thrown immediately, you would have gotten the throw. That was a really well timed tag. One of the things that is tough to do in this game is just to watch where your opponent is in the combo, and then have the presence of mind to chill and counter switch at a point where they can't do anything, you know?
Right, okay.
And I think, unless I missed my guess, that Cloud did that and he was at a situation where he potentially could have just thrown. As a professional game talker, how often are you tempted to conflate throwing with throwing?
It doesn't happen too often.
Okay.
Just because grabbing in this game, with most other games, it's a back throw. So they'll mash and tech.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're back to the wall and you mash tech and it's a back throw, you basically just turn the tides.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But if you get hit for trying to do a back throw,
then you're throwing.
Then I can't tell. I can't see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you never throw for going for throw.
I see. Got it.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought about these things.
Perfect.
Clearly too much.
You're the professional game talker, all right? The fact that like you come on here and you're like, am I getting paid? And it's a thing that, you know, in another situation you actually might be, whereas me, I'm just saying stupid shit, you know?
Yeah, no, my commentary's way better when I don't get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloud on a tear.
Don't have to spend bar? No, he doesn't. DP. What do you do here? Sogenu? Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if I would want to Sogemu here because he doesn't have meter to counter switch, and when you Sogemu, you don't build bar until it ends, right? So the only way you lose is if something like this happens and 0 dies and you can't counter switch. So I would have preferred to do basically anything other than that, I think. Obviously, Cloud, despite being one of our returning players in this bracket, is the original champion of this game. He is the Clash of the Stones or whatever it was, the original winner, not the UG one. He has all of the Easter eggs, so...
From Capcom.
Yeah.
The Capcom Easter eggs.
Yep. So he knows more than me, but at the same time, that would have been the sickest conversion.
That would have been nice. Ooh, okay, he's navigating fairly well. Ice in the back.
Uh-huh.
Should be able to... Can he kill from this? Oh.
No, he tried to go for back turn, yeah.
Yeah, I think he went for reset.
That was 100% Erebus take with talking in his ear, being like, oh, back turn, which is true. It was, but you gotta... Sometimes the other guy's just hitting the button, right?
This is true. And if you've got up against Noetic, probably.
Yeah,
Noetic or any Power Stone player. Probably
I think the... one of the things that I still struggle with in my journey as a fighting gamer is that bad players mash all the heckin' time, and good players mash all the heckin' time too. They just sometimes don't, right?
Right.
You don't play against like, you know, the number 3 guy in the world and he doesn't challenge. He challenges just as much. He just recognizes that sometimes he needs to not challenge as well, you know? It's even more frustrating.
Yeah, there's also, I'm going to say tech, but it's very loose.
Yeah.
There's tech to mashing, like delayed mash, where you mash 2 frames later, so you block all meaties, but...
Yeah.
I say it's tech, but it's not. It's just calculated mashing. It's not special.
All right,
delayed mash, delayed DP.
Let me make 100% sure that I'm updating the scores correctly. I think that was Noetic 3 over of Cloud, right? Yeah. Unless
I think it was free.
That was, I mean, it definitely wasn't free. Cloud definitely took him to the limit, but we got Erebus popping up now. And nobody has yelled at me for keeping score wrong, so I'm going to pop over to the stocks as they see right now. Noetic on 4 wins. Cool. Okay. I can, in fact, count. I'm glad I get that. So we're going to see a really big shift in the way this game is played, because Erebus is a big challenger, which is to say that Noetic is just going to run to Power Stone.
Right.
Or that. And he gets the back turn.
It's so hard to give it props because it's like, I'm pretty sure you would have been Ninja Pop
It's
anyway.
so hard to give it props. Thanks.
But it looked like Erebus saw the jump and went, "No, I'm going to pop shredder."
Yeah. Well,
but even if there was no jump, you probably wouldn't have ended the prop shredder.
Right. It's just a question of when you do it, right? And then, of course, as the Dante player, I frequently find myself doing the move that I do no matter what they do and being like, oh, I can't believe prop shredder lost to that. And it's like, well, it probably should. It probably should lose to something, right? Erebus dropping his quarter circles and then gets the hit.
This is going to get blown up, yeah.
Yeah. I think that there's a way that you can do that might have been safe there, but you got to be really, really fast. Erebus a little bit too slow with the stinger, and Noetic gets his stuff going. Remember, Erebus doesn't have soul here.
Oh, this is true. This is very true. Tagging to save Dante.
Yeah.
And a good player at this game doesn't try to contest and try and save their character getting hit. You just get into safety so they can't get comboed anymore.
Can we talk about that interaction? Erebus whiffed Power Stone in the air 3 times, and Noetic whiffed Demon Dash and a jab 3 times on the ground, and then eventually won. This is why I love this game.
Superior neutral.
This is why I love this game. Like, unironically, it was the right decision, right? It worked. From both players.
Yeah. Never give up. That's what they say in it. That's what the Justin fans say.
I thought that was Galaxy Quest.
That is... I want to say too old for me, but... The
It's
fact
not.
that I know the reference means that it's not too old for me.
Yeah.
I guess it's not.
The
demon is out.
She has Noetic on a tear. I don't know if it was Soul or if he's just on a kick or if something else is going on. But either way, you got to remember that the way this format works, even if Erebus beats Noetic 2-0 from here, there's one less game for Max to win. And that means that there's potentially one less game for XC to win, which means that everything that Nick Noetic can get here is absolutely huge.
Mm-hmm. Every game literally matters. Power Stone to Cap's face. Oh, Steve in the happy birthday.
Yep, and Erebus definitely has these. It's a question of whether or not some weirdness happens or if... Oh, no, he dropped. Yep. I don't
Weirdness.
know. Yeah. Well, Cap's hitbox was a little bit weird pre-patch. I think that there were some attempts to fix it.
Oh.
But when we did the mod, we tried to be as we tried to have the lightest touch possible, right? So we fixed most of the situations, but, if something was bugged 19 times and we only fixed 18 of them, we were very okay with that,
Right. Yeah. Understandable.
Because we didn't want to make it so that when it wasn't bugged, that it did something different. It was still with a back turn with so much power. He definitely gets to call Monster Hunter here if he wants to. With the counter switch?
That was
Noetic was
really late, right?
Well, the other thing is that Noetic is DP, right? So he could have just DP'd there. I think he tried to DP on reaction. He was just a little bit late. Cap 100% dies here, yeah.
Yeah, Cap is overly dead there.
And then Erebus is just going to get...
That was genius.
Erebus
that was low-key genius.
Yeah. I don't know if he was doing something or if he lost track of which way I had to block. A little bit of weirdness there, but does not matter. Keeping it nice and simple.
Pretty good life lead. Still by Erebus. Dante in the back with a full green bar.
Yep.
I think he's okay.
That's the thing.
See, most infinite players would never confirm like that.
Or you mean most non-infinite?
Yeah, sorry. Most non-infinite players won't do like forward jab into tag.
Yeah, I think right there it's a bad habit, but I agree. Your point is correct. I just think that specifically right there when your plus is all heck, and you could have just leisurely dash jabbed with Carol. But yeah,
is it that plus? The jab, like
falling jump buttons. In this game?
With the lights. Yeah, I play Hawkeye. I play Hawkeye Venom. I've never done a jump in light in my life. I've never done jump in light attack. I don't know. I mean, it could have also done light attack into Power Stone, to be fair. But yeah. Rainbow's being tech support in the background. I will look to fill the void of silence as the players go back into it. Question mark.
Yeah, both of these players are Pacific Northwest, so they're very close to each other. So unless like there's a fallen tree in between their houses or some crap, they shouldn't be getting any lag at all. This could be network hops. This could be people from the lobby. This could be just not actual networking things, and it could be like a technical issue on one end. But I think Noetic's computer is more expensive than my car, so I don't know.
Wait, that I still don't know which one's more impressive. The expensive car, or is it an expensive car?
No. It's an expensive computer.
Okay. Yeah. Like saying that is like, oh, maybe you've got a Ferrari, so Noetic's PC is really good.
I legitimately, I was thinking that now would be a good time to update my video card, because like the 50 series from NVIDIA is coming out, and like 4090s right now are unironically $3,000.
Are they that much still?
No, it's because there's no stock. Because they're not making them anymore, because they're coming out with a 5 series, so it's like extra bad right now. Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, well, I was going to ask for something for my birthday. I guess I'm not getting that. Get some RGB lights or something instead.
Yeah.
Like a true nerd.
Or just wait. I mean, like, the market's going to change. With a great throw, remember, of course, that throws matter so much more because Erebus doesn't have soul, right?
Yes.
And the cap challenging? Yeah. And then just... So, one of the really frustrating things about Cap is that if you let him get a trick shield off and you have not already committed to a challenge, most of the time he's just plus.
Right.
It's definitely not free. Yeah, Erebus with a birthday. These are really hard mid-screen, but he's actually got these. Comes in with Dante, and then the kill on Captain America. There's no reset there. No, there was a reset. He can pick this up. He can pick this up. Who am I talking about? Just a little bit too slow. And then to lockout. One more dash there, and then you get that. No,
I was thinking, why didn't Erebus go for $1 million?
No, he was going for an infinite. And then you drop the infinite, yeah. You gotta...
the beam tag? Wow. I'm a Carol player. Who knew?
Why aren't you? She legitimately seems like a C4 character.
I suck at fly combos.
Okay.
I don't trust myself.
More than other characters, you do not need them with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you need the dashes.
Kind of. Noetic on a tear here. This looks very possible. I mean, this is definitely the scarier character of Erebus's to be played solo, mostly because Dante doesn't hurt himself. He heals himself. But still, with 4 bars, right? Every combo is going to be so hard because you got to worry about counter switch into armor or counter switch into DP.
Then that health build up slightly from the DT. Wow, I can't believe that reached. Actually, yes, I can.
Just a reminder that we have both Max and Erebus streaming this, so if you want to see the full reaction, go ahead and check out our co-streams that dropped.
Yep, it is. Are you going to challenge?
And you can't chip Dante because of DT.
Oh, he baited
this
him.
Should be a punish. No!
Awesome with.
That's, yeah. So Cap players are always looking for that, and one of the things that you got to do, and this is such a hard habit to get into, is you got to just bold move block, right? Bold move up back block, which, again, such a hard habit to get into. So if I'm checking my scoreboard correctly, which I think I am, Noetic has 1 stock remaining, and then Erebus has none. So it's all up to Takeaway here.
This could be a Takeaway gauntlet, depending on how well he does. Because there's three opponents, right?
Yep.
XE and Max.
Yep.
If he can get past Noetic. Big if.
Big if.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I will say that Takeaway is one of the best people in the scene at punishing little bits of slop. One little opening, and all he needs is just to do a random special into some sort of super with Ghost Rider, and then all of a sudden you're just blocking Nova Mix, and if you fail to block the Nova Mix, your game is over. You're dead. You got birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the way I describe Takeaway's play, and this is no offense, it looks like he's been playing this game for 50 years, and he's got bored of flashiness. But he's seen every situation. No,
so that's the thing. Takeaway is flashy in really subtle ways all the time. And I legitimately am frustrated at how little people notice it and give him the credit that he deserves for it. Look at that. Just immediate chain super. Keeps the assist on the screen. Eat Nova Mix.
His birthday combos, they are flashy. But I mean, like, when he gets, like, confirms, he's happy to do, like, OTGs where some people are like, oh, no, I want to save my OTG. That's the unflashy part of him. He'll do the consistent route instead of the most damaging route.
he will definitely do cool stuff all the time. I'm a Tegra stand. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Tell me when it happens.
Okay.
I bet it won't happen now.
Yeah, this is going to be close to Chip. He gets a revive, and Captain America, unfortunately, is definitely hurting. He's going to get hit from the back. Actually playing some sort of stream emote. No.
How did Monster Hunter not get hit there?
I don't know, but I think it was because of the grab. He fell out because of the characters moving around. And the take coming in. So, first of all, again, one tiny opening, and then Take able to do it. We got Max coming in from Team XC here.
I want to say the last time I saw Max versus Takewell, Max won.
Yes.
I can't remember what tournament. What tournament was that?
That was TNS. The big TNS when everybody was coming back. Yes. All right.
That was a sick match to watch.
Erebus said they had to be out of here by 2, so he is free, luckily. And we may be...
That's toxic. That's pretty messed up.
I'm sorry, I meant like he's... Yep. Dual meanings. Homonyms. Sophomores.
Right, let's see if Taker will bring the same team, or if he's going to go for the Spider-Man. Nope, same team. No, the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Cap everywhere.
It's we got so many Cap teams. We got so many Cap teams. I was, when we were putting this together, I wanted to call Johnny and Mike's team that Cap, FR, France flag emoji. But, I mean, this is the triple Cap team, right? And XC really should be playing Cap. He's a Marvel character.
Yeah, no, he should. Yeah, right? I don't know why he doesn't play Cap.
If he's enjoyed the Hulk bust out, imagine just having, meterless bust outs.
It just makes more sense. Perfect sense. Ooh. Oh, he almost got above. I mean, he survived. He weathered the storm.
Yep.
Literally.
Weathered the storm. The reason the Takeover went straight for the super there was not necessarily because the mix on Thor was so good, but because Cap was getting juggled. So that meant that if he hits Thor, then that's game over. So he's taken a little bit of a risk in order to try to force... Yo! The cross.
Hello?
Are you a Thor player now?
No, I'm a send Rainbows an email saying hello. Why did that happen?
Yeah.
That was outrageous.
Yeah. And you can just push welcome off. Yep. And just keeps both characters safe and gets the full punish here. This is a very dead character, yeah. The only thing that Takewa's team doesn't have is a brain dead cash out level 3 from Ghost Rider's side, right? But he still got it from Nova. And this is more than enough to kill. Thor in box is scary, but unless Max can get a hit before he boxes, this is looking very hard. And then even then, oh my gosh.
Ooh, the input error feels bad.
I've been having conversations about the way various people play, and one of the things that you'll see that Tegwa does all the time is that whenever he's in a situation where the other person has one character, he plays as safe as he can, right? And that means that if you're not doing anything, it's so much easier to punish little input errors like that or little errors in pressure, and it means that the game becomes very, very easy. Not free, but easy.
Yeah. It's almost like Taker wants you to surrender when you're one character down. He plays like it's... he wants his opponent to like just give up.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's the best way to play, right? Not the case of making them give up, but safe that you don't throw away your lead.
Right. Well, you ask them how they are going to do something while staying safe. Oh, this is... I'm so sorry. I got the stocks wrong.
You're forgiven.
I forget that Max is too cool to come in with 3 stocks.
Oh, yes. I forgot about a 3 and 2 stock situation.
Yeah, I think that I would like to see more Marvel, and if we do something like this again in the future, that's definitely one of the things that I'm going to be thinking, but I think it's really cool that Noetic taking 1 game off Erebus is huge, right? Of course, Noetic did not take 1 game off of Erebus. But
yeah, I know what you mean. The concept of the quote-unquote underdog.
Yeah.
Killing a raid boss.
Yep. Just make it matter just a little bit more. Of course, the raid boss right here is Tequa, not Max.
That definitely looks that way. Hot Wheels on the bike, stay in the air.
Do you have those in England, Hot Wheels?
We did.
Okay. Yeah,
I
guess we did too, yeah. And then you stopped being 9, so you stopped caring.
Oh, I know, it's a shame. I wish I was 9 again.
I wish I was 9 too.
Simpler times. Less mix. Definitely less 50-50s.
Yep. No, I mean, I Tequa, of course, continuing the birthday here. And that's a reset, so he's going to do another Ghost Rider Super. And oh no, he dropped it? No, he didn't.
Is it that bad though?
No.
He still managed to pick up Cap somehow.
And then Nova, in addition to having fly mix and air dash down mix, he's also got a super low TK overhead and 2 grounded overheads. So, you know.
Yeah, that I guess command dive kick is outrageous.
Yeah. Because there's no height restriction. You just do it a pixel off the ground, right? And if you want to be really dirty,
it's not okay. It's not okay to have someone with that ability on a character that technically their standard animation is hovering.
Yeah.
They're never literally touching the ground. So how can you tell?
So I believe we've gone all the way down to the anchor on both teams. 2-2 coming in. XC against Tequa. We have never seen this. This is not a thing that happens literally every week in the execution. Or
oh, you really pronounced that D, didn't you?
I mean, he puts a D there, right? I'm going to read the letters that he puts on the screen.
He puts the D there. I don't think anyone ever talks about the D.
I mean, look, I don't hang out that much about the Gentleman's Friends, but I believe that people are talking about his D all the time.
Potentially. That could be something that happens. I would not know because I'm halal.
You just don't talk about the D?
We don't talk about the D. Very halal. Even my team's halal.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right. XC. Will he Hulk it up? More than likely. Will he be upset about it? More than likely.
Well, that's the thing. Hulk's is angry, right? So I think that a true iteration of Hulk in any fighting game either is more powerful when you're angry or gets both players angry. And I think with the bust out right now, Hulk gets both players angry very goodly.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Now that you said that, I think XE plays Hulk as a pseudo cosplay thing. His anger is part of why he plays Hulk.
Yeah.
Spirit animal sort of thing. Can he find an opportunity to do anything with Hulk? That is the big question.
Nope.
I don't know why he starts with. I know there's obviously reason to why, XE does this. I thought
the reason that you
doing strange bolts into tag would be better.
No. So a couple of things. First of all, Ghost Rider has the ability to chase Strange wherever he goes, right? So Strange is a little bit faster, but it's going to be really, really hard with Strange to catch Ghost Rider doing an up in any direction, XC getting hit. So I think it's smarter just to take the losing matchup that you don't mind losing as much on, and you just try to reset neutral later, if that makes sense. Because if you ever have the option to just get a charge off, and you can do charge tag, and they block the charge, and you set up with Strange, and you're just golden, right? Tequa going to come back in with Nova in a second.
Right.
Or at least that's my take on the logic, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess in my head, I'm like, well, Hulk loses to Ghost Rider Chains. So it's bad on both hands, but I get what you're saying. It's use the character that you might get, lucky with instead of using your backup plan first and then losing your backup plan.
Or I guess don't allow your win con to just instantly get hit and lose the game,
Yeah.
Actually, being very careful with counter switch here. He's got to be super careful and make sure that Tequa doesn't get the birthday. But Tequa without any bar. And then Strange comes in. The bike hit Strange.
It did clip him. I don't know if Strange could have saved Hulk there. Because you can't stop Ghost Rider once he's on the bike, so...
I think if he had delayed the tag, he might have been okay, but I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, a little bit too slow with that. I don't know if he was fishing for something, but everybody in that situation knew that you could back out of that. If you're not aware, if Strange does like a small number of normals before the knockdown, then you can usually up and block in the air.
Right, okay.
The more normals he does, the less likely that is.
Keep that in mind.
You can tell Josie too.
Nah.
Actually
I
making
want
this...
to keep wondering why this doesn't work.
Yeah. Actually making this incredibly even. And then Takeoff forced to super tag. Actually has very good blocks. And he gets... That's usually... no punish!
I want to say that XC probably thought he was going to throw.
Well, no. All he had to do was just impact punch, right? 6 HP.
Oh, true.
Alright. Alright. Down for since. Are you Jacob Maniac?
Oh no, there's no way he's going to do that to Hulk. Oh my.
Yeah, Hulk falls out, but it doesn't matter. Red health gone, so much damage on Strange. And this is a very difficult comeback. A very difficult comeback. On the other hand, the way you throw it as Tego is by getting Ghost Rider off the screen. Right?
I mean, yeah, he needs that to happen 20 more times, and he'll be good.
I don't know, right there. I think actually right there, if XE had just raw level 3'd, it would have caught both, and it could have been an interesting comeback moment. I don't know if it would have worked, but I would have been very tempted to try in his shoes.
Oh, got to block in time from the up charge.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what you're saying about Takeoff. He's just playing not to lose.
Yeah. Which... Yeah. It's kind of funny because as a avid card game player, I'm sure that you're familiar with one of the concepts when you're actually trying to win the game is somebody said, you don't play to not lose, you play to win. But in this case...
I say that all the time on commentary.
Yep.
Yep.
In this case, just not doing anything is playing to win, right?
Mm-hmm. I think in fighting games, it's more evident when someone's playing like that. Obviously, in card games, you can't see someone's hand.
Yeah.
You don't know when they're playing reserve. But in fighting games, it's like, oh, I've got the lead. I literally do not have to press the button. I should never get counter hit because I've got the lead. And yeah, Takeoff plays like that. He's like, I should never get hit. I can get mixed. That's different. But I should never get like hit in neutral because I should never be pressing the button if I don't need to.
Yeah. All right. Hello, Church. If you're just tuning in now, you've missed most of the set. We've gotten two teams of four players all the way down to the last wire. Now we're playing stock, so this is not 2-1, but rather it is 1-0 in favor of Takeoff. First player to lose 2 games is eliminated. And we, again, have gone all the way down to the wire. Noetic put in a tremendous run on XC's team, not to, of course, diminish the efforts of Creamy Bacon or Max the Wise, both of whom played tremendously. Creamy Bacon did a incredible job playing his Teeth, but Noetic was able to take out both Cloud and Erebus on Team Optimal, Team Takeoff. Takeoff coming in with Ghost Rider on his last legs. XC looking like he could possibly do this, and he gets the punish. The punish is just a throw, but still a little bit of red health, and gets all of the Okazami that he needs with Doctor Strange. Takeoff choosing the counter switch.
Mm-hmm. Double power stone. Yeah, good trade with the Gamma Wave. Oh, I think he hits him. Yep, has to storm up. No tag.
No.
Oh,
he
got crossed up.
Yeah, he did. And then it dropped for some reason. I think XC was a little bit late with the tag. Takeoff got the hit, drops it, and XC gets the hit again? Does this work? This works.
What is... Oh my... You're so good. Full Metal would be
if I'm
so
Takeoff,
proud of
I'm
you.
so angry. He's on a voice call with Erebus. He's got some words for that.
I'm so going to show Full Metal that. That is the most Hulk thing I've ever seen XC do.
Oh my god. And he just charges, gets the hit, gets the conversion. Coming in.
He's tapped in.
Yep.
He's ended flow state. I love it.
And the frame trap? We can't ever mention that this gentleman only plays Infinite. The frame traps, the throw mix-ups coming in, all the health gone, and this should be I think this is a dead Nova, right?
He's
gonna go bar. Yeah. He can
okay.
level 1 Hulk, right? And the 250 minimum or whatever at the end, which is, 125 minimum, but who cares? He's dead.
That was a very interesting match. I like it.
Yeah.
I've never seen XE go full Hulk.
Nope.
I'm not gonna say the naughty word. I'm not gonna say the R word. He went full Hulk.
Full Hulk.
He went full Hulk, yeah.
Oh, you were making a Derek Zoolander reference. Or no, the other one. The Derek Zoolander in the movie with Robert Downey Jr. doing the thing you're not allowed to do.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, no Game Awards. Yes.
I am so eloquent. All right, we are coming all the way down to the wire. Last game, last round, the second Green Mario. What do you think of this? Because double Luigi, get it? It's
double Luigi. Yeah. No, I don't watch Smash, but I know the references.
It's not a Smash reference. It's a anyway.
Is it not?
No, double Luigi. It's the I believe that on the wherever Gina plays in Japan, the Japanese commentators would say double Ricci or something, except they would say it in Japanese, and it sounds very similar to double Ricci, and it just means last game, last round.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Huh.
So it's
I didn't know that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh, did he save?
That's a punish,
he did save Strange.
Yeah, there have been a couple of times this set where I've wondered why XE isn't looking to easy hyper with punish power stone, right?
Oh.
A lot of health missing from both of XE's characters, but he doesn't get it. Doesn't get the cross up either. Keeps himself safe with Strange. XE's still with 3 bars though, and he gets
Good
both.
Snipe.
Yep. A lot of red life. Really... You first.
I was about to say, Strange can't do anything when Ghost Rider's coming down from book though.
No.
Way too scary.
So the funny thing there is that because Strange is light kick teleport, the throw, that's not where you want with XE, and of course it's Takewa. Of course he gets both for just a little bit. No, Strange's light kick teleport puts him above the other person, so you can just go to the top of the screen.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen someone TP after book like that. But that makes sense. Yeah, don't know why he couldn't. Wow, how did he get? He got a forward throw there.
Well, it's because he was doing impact push, right?
Right.
Both of XE's characters are the best throw OSs in the game.
He
can kill. He can kill. I don't know.
He could have killed, right?
It doesn't matter. In there with the command grab coming in. This is coming all the way down to Nova. If Takewa can make this comeback, then he secures it from his team, but he's got a really big uphill climb.
I can't believe he did command throw when he's got Mind Stone, but, you know, XE.
What do you think about the phrase uphill climb, given that there are the throw?
Yeah, I'm probably going to give the uphill climb to XE. Just because of the Hulk, not because of XE skill, just because of the Hulk.
Okay. The throw again? Takewa with so many just little conversions.
Oh my god!
And Takewa's got the life lead. He misses the punish.
Oh, he's screaming.
Hulk is dog doo-doo. XE just has to figure out how to get all this health back with Strange, but I mean, he's still. The funny thing is, he's 1 hit from death no matter what, right? So you're regenerating health to be 1 hit from death.
It kind of doesn't matter. That's a good trade for Hulk. That's a very good trade for Hulk. There's no way.
He can absolutely kill.
Oh, he's got 4 bars. Yeah, he's dead.
Just level 1, level 3.
Wow.
Level 1, tag, something, both level 3.
XE is a real good gamer. Yeah. That was looking bleak from him from the start of the set. But it feels like he, even though he gets really angry, he does have really good patience. He knows the win condition, and he's like, I just need to get there. I need to get you once. That's all I need. And then he can start his momentum from there. So, yeah. Good stuff to XE for no joke. Actually good stuff.
Absolutely no joke. All right. Thank you all for coming out. That was our event for this week. We're having some scheduling difficulties from one of our other teams, so we're postponing some matches until the 22nd and possibly the 3rd. And a really big shout out to Hefna for subbing in for Ninja Link, who's having some technical difficulties at the last minute. I know that Max and Erebus were streaming. I think Erebus has to drive to the airport right now really fast, and he might be late. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raid Max and make this his problem. Thank you all again for showing up. We're going to be back next week at a different time slot, I think, depending, to have some more games. But you can be posted. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow the streams, and I will see you all there. Max, what the balls is your... There we go. I will see you all next week. And big shout out to all of our competitors. Great showing from everybody, especially XC, Noetic, Max, Creamy Bacon, Takeaway, Erebus, Cloud, and Hefnoth. That was 100% of our people. And I will see you all next week. Thanks, C4. Do you have anything that you want to say?
No. See you next week. That's it.
Dudes.
That is my message.